do not really challenge for European position, not to mention winning any titles. It was a big gamble, and it is paying off massively. I mean, he's out there scoring goals, top of the chart, a hat-trick just last night. Amazing for the young man, really, really amazing. This is going to boost his confidence going back to the Arsenal side, knowing that, okay, if I can get a run of games, I can actually prove my mettle as well. Same thing Nketiah did, and is having his own goal scoring form at the moment.
I think it all boils down to the fact that for the coaches at Arsenal who have always placed an implicit trust in him, who believe there has something in him that he just needs to be able to, probably it all boils down to confidence. Because for a guy, the coaches at Arsenal, right from Nketiah, from their time of Arsene Wenger down to Unai Emery, now to Mikel Arteta, they all believe there's something about him. Even when his contract ran out, I think a season before, that Mikel Arteta had to prevail on him to sign a new contract, because he believed there's something about this guy that when he's finally able to scratch it, he can be able to get it going. He couldn't find it at Arsenal. He went away to to League One, and he's scoring. And I think it does boil down to confidence. Once you have that confidence, you can be able to do so many things.
I absolutely agree with you. I absolutely agree with you. I mean, right now he's got the confidence, he's got the support, and he's actually showing that, okay, he's
not under so much pressure.
Not under so much pressure.
What you have in England.
Yes, that's a good thing about it. When you're not under pressure per se, you play to your full potential, to your strength, and you boost your confidence. And if you score in this game, of course you stand. You look at the next game, knowing that, okay, you're actually in great form, you can actually score anywhere per se. So which is actually a good thing. In the weekend, he scored a late equalizer against the PSG. In Paris. That's a huge feat, really huge feat. And I heard AC Milan are actually coming in for him. And left for me right now, I think the best thing for his career right now is actually leaving Arsenal. Because Arsenal actually have a Gabriel Jesus who is just 24. And Nketiah, who is 22. These are young strikers who are taking the attacking line.
Balogun too is young. He's ready for the fight. So see who gets the number.
Yes.
Three strikers may not be too much for Arsenal.
No, for a team like Arsenal, I mean, they want quality up front, everything, and consistency. Gabriel Jesus is obviously the first choice. Nketiah just managed to get his own chance now. He's actually taking it. And you know, if Jesus is back on form, he usually starts, and Nketiah just get a couple of minutes to his belt. And I don't see Balogun actually getting games, but the cup games like Carabao Cup or FA Cup, which does not start in the season until later in October. And for a top profile player who actually knows that he can actually score goals, he can actually contribute and improve his side, he wouldn't want to sit on the bench till October to actually play a game of football. So I would reckon he actually take a move outside. I mean, it's good for you already. You are somewhere in Europe, you are scoring goals, and a team out there, a top side as well, is actually putting trust in you and wants to sign you with a decent amount of money. Of course, I would always recommend you make that move for yourself.
Okay, we see how that pans out. Let's take a look at the results of matches that went down last night in the French League One. I tell you, interesting result right here for our own boy Balogun. Hopefully, he can get to play for Nigeria. Talking about Folarin Balogun. And Gay lost to AC Ajaccio 2-1. Lee played in your draw with Clermont. Nantes were beaten at home by Marseille by 2-1. Reims trashed Lorient. That's the club of our own Terry Murphy, the former club of Terry Murphy, who has now joined Nice right there. And Folarin Balogun scored a hat-trick in that encounter to take his goal tally this season to 14 goals. Right there, and ahead of Kylian Mbappe and the rest. And also Toulouse beat Troyes 4-1. Lens lost to Nice by Dongo. Lyon played in your draw with Brest. Monaco called it a 3-2 victory over Auxerre. Montpellier lost to Paris Saint-Germain by 3-1. And Rennes called it a 3-0 victory over Strasbourg. Those are the results of matches played last night in the French League One. I'm moving away from the French League One. Now let's come down home. Where they say charity begins at home. We'll surely be talking about some major stories taking around on the local scene right here. And we'll start with the NPFL. This time I play United centre back Emmanuel Ifeanyi becomes NPFL joint scorer. This is really interesting. Having a defender, one of the highest goal scorer in the league, is really impressive.
Very, very impressive. I mean, it's not a normal feat in the league. I mean, a lot of times the most a defender scores in the league is probably 2-3 goals from set plays. But to say that a defender actually has four goals already in 5 matches, that is impressive. That is really impressive. Up there with Seriki and Osas of both of many insurers. I mean, it's a nice one. It's going to boost his confidence going to every game, knowing that yes, I can actually defend and score goals too. Impressive one, and his goal proved to be the match-winning goal against Nasarawa United. Away that's amazing.
Away from home.
Away from home.
I'm impressed with the way clubs have been able to go about the business. The confidence is sky high that if you get your thinking cap right, if you put in the right player, you can be able to get any result anywhere from home.
This is very, very good for the league. I must actually commend the league management body, the Nigerian referees, and the NFF itself, who have actually made sure everything is put in place. Big kudos to the sport minister as well, who has actually provided them the platform to actually set these things going right. And we've never wished for something better. Amazing season, great season. Imagine before the league started, there were complaints everywhere, people wanting to go on strike because they didn't like the abridged league season. And the abridged league season has proven to be the best Nigerian league season yet so far.
So far,
every weekend we see a big wins. Every weekend.
I know definitely there will be pockets of complaints here and there. It's bound to happen. We are talking about imperfect humans trying to really run things Friday. There will be pockets. But the most important thing is the way clubs have been able to pick points away from home shows the dexterity on their part, the determination, the tenacity to go the extra mile. But that's not all. There's another story, and this one is coming all the way from Bayelsa. Yesterday they took on Doma United. The match ended in a 1-0 draw. So they were able to get a point through the skin of their teeth because Doma United had the goal in the first half and were trying to hold on till the end of the game before Bayelsa United got their equalizer. But there were reports that some fans attacked referee. But the quick thing Bayelsa United has done is to react to it and say there are reports of some attack on referee that the management of Bayelsa United and the players were not part of it. And the culprit has been caught by police. That's quite impressive. We know the implication of attacking the referee. 3.3 goals will be deducted. And you can't afford that at this point in time.
I mean, big ups to Bayelsa United for actually coming out immediately to claim that they are not a part of it. But going forward, they should ensure maximum security so that something like does not repeat itself again. Yeah. Yes, the offender is going to get penalized heavily, which is actually very commendable. But we shouldn't see incidents like this any longer. For a fan to actually gain access to the pitch, to show his anger on the referee is not something we should just look away. Something we just overlook. So yeah, I think good for them to already come out to say, see, I'm not a part of this, and this person should be punished amicably. But going forward, they should ensure maximum security, and no fan should be able to set his foot on the pitch, not even mention attacking the referee.
Exactly. Okay, we're waiting to see how that will be done. But though the culprit has been caught, and he also is going to face a full brunt of the law. And moving away from that, NPFL victory over Akwa United will boost our confidence. Akwa United TA. Finally, they recorded their first win. It was a tough one, talking about Kwara United, but they are finally back among the teams who have won matches this season. A very hard sojourn for the coach, as he's been under immense pressure to get something, and he did that yesterday. And for them, the technical advisor said, victory over Kwara United will boost our confidence. Akwa United almost got a draw from that. If not for a missed chance in the final end of that game by their player, they could have gotten something out of it.
Yes, I'm sure Kwara United are thinking their stars. Akwa United didn't equalize that chance in the late of the game because it would have actually killed their confidence going to the next game. Absolutely ruined their confidence. Coming from a weekend where they lost 3-0 to Enyimba of about away, they came into this game, with their heads down and knowing that if they do not get a point or a victory in this game, it's going to affect them on the long run. And yes, big ups to them. They managed to squeeze a win against Akwa United, who are actually a decent side as well, and they managed to maintain the 1-0 victory. Hopefully, it's going to be some sort of resurgence for them, and in subsequent games they can actually pick up a point. Even Perry tried to win away as well because it's becoming a norm in the league season, and it shows the kind of quality in your side.
Impressive performance right there. Talking about the beauty of the league and the way the clubs have gone about their business. Kudos to Kwara United for being dogged and getting something. But let's see how they can really sustain the momentum. But one name on the lips of every football follower right now in the following Nigeria Professional Football League is Bender Insurance. They've gone 5 matches without defeat. The Benin Arsenal is back. The last time they dominated Nigeria football space was in the 70s and early 80s. For so many years, they were in the doldrum of Nigerian football. But now they're finally back at the topmost level of football. Now they are not ready to let go. They are the only side in a long while in Nigeria Professional Football League to have won 5 straight matches. Right from the blast of the league season till now, no side have done it in the last 10 years. What is the secret to what's happening? But the good thing is, the way they've gone about this business, they are getting the job done. Benin Insurance remain unbeaten. Remo Stars sweep Enyimba and took one of the major moments recorded yesterday, unstoppable, away at Maiduguri against Academy Warriors. Who would have thought that would have
Impressive from Benin Insurance. They are the best team in the league so far. Best team in the league so far.
Heads and shoulder above all that.
Heads and shoulder above. Closely followed by Rivers United. We'll not take that even with Rivers United. With 4 wins and a draw as well. I mean, Rivers United actually had same form as well last season, but not as good as this. This time it was 5 straight wins on the trot. Amazing.
No
just
draw,
amazing. No draw, just a win. And because kudos to the state government for actually giving a maximum support, maximum backing as well. I mean, I'm sure this wouldn't have been possible without the support of the state government, because they played their match on Saturday against the Remo Stars, which they won. On Sunday, they prepared. On Monday, they took a flight to Maiduguri to prepare for their game against El Kanemi Warriors. And of course, it showed that this will help very, very, very. They led that place with a clean victory. And this morning, they are leaving back to Benin. Amazing for them. And of course, they got a game at home this weekend. And be almost certain that they'll be winning, because their fans are behind them 100%. It's actually a very huge job for them. If other state governments can actually, support their sites like this, like the way Rivers United have actually stood by Rivers State government stood by Rivers United, who won the league last season. Aqua Ibom State government still Aqua United as well. I mean, these are things to follow. Anyway, of course, from Abia State, they get huge support from Abia State as well. So if other state governors can actually and government can actually support their teams like this, I mean, we're going to see more fantastic results and amazing players from the National Nigerian League.
Yeah, exactly. Amazing players from the Nigerian League, because everybody will be giving their best, knowing that their best will really count on the field of play. And so far it's really been counting, and we're looking forward to that and more of that. And still talking about the NPFL, our result will change against Shooting Stars. That's our United coach Bala Nikio is under immense pressure. Don't forget that some few days back we mentioned the fact that he's beginning the ultimatum to turn around their fortune. They were able to get a point away again at Gombe. They came back over the weekend, but midweek it was a sad one for them. They lost to Plateau United. 2 goals to 1. They left Jos thinking that Jos is not a favorable until that. They moved to Kaduna, but it seems Kaduna is also not going to favor them.
I feel really bad for them. I feel really, really bad for them. Yeah. And like we mentioned earlier, I feel like everything boils down to the team and the way they prepare themselves for the new season. You can't set a huge chunk of your players and I think you can actually go into the league season to perform well. There were periods of time when they competed. They're one of the best sides in the league, finishing in the top half comfortably. But look at them this season. They didn't get their backings. They didn't get their basics right. Yeah. They had so many wrongdoings where they should have actually fixed up. And look at it now, and they're the verge of. I know it might be too early to say, but I think they are relegation candidates already. Because if you don't put your things in order right now, you'll be left out 100%. Yeah,
you'll be left out. I totally agree with you right there talking about it. And one coach right there is also happy, and he said his players deserve credit after that smattering defeat in the hands of Benin Insurance. A lot of people think probably they'll go through their own phase. But they didn't allow that to deter them. They bounced back like a cat with my life. And against Eyimba, and one of the biggest household names in Nigerian football, they really dug deep. But they scored one of the fastest goals so far this season. Talking about Remo Stars. And they did a 1-0 in favor of Remo Stars against Eyimba. And the coach is saying the players deserve credit for win against Eyimba. Yeah, they do deserve credit, because you are playing against 2-time CAF Champions League winner and the multiple winners of Nigeria Premier League.
Yes, of course. I mean, it's not easy playing Eyimba. Eyimba have that pedigree. Yeah. They have the pool. They can attract the best players in the league as well, and foreigners in their side. For you to have actually defeated Eyimba shows that you're a good side. Of course, you can't take anything away from Remo Stars. They've actually had one of the best starts of the league season. Back to the loss they had against Benin Insurance away in Benin. As a matter of fact, this season they've only considered him just that game. Every other match they've kept a clean sheet, even the game against Eyimba yesterday as well. So I feel like it's a moral booster for them. I mean, okay, we are actually having a great run of game, and we just had one bad one. Of course, we are back on track. And this is actually exciting for the Nigerian Football League season, because everybody's going to expect a maximum result from them going forward.
Yeah, everybody will expect a maximum result from them going forward. That they will see how that pans out right there. Talking about Nigeria Football League season right there. And now, let's give you a little taste of some of the matches that went down last night in the NPFL. You know, on Global Sport, you can always get the bet, because we'll go the extra mile to ensure that you don't miss out. For lovers of Nigeria Professional Football League, there is the time for you to really enjoy what went down in different venues across Nigeria. Let me take you through it.
every man. There's power to rise. There's power to conquer. There's power inside. There's a gift of power in every man.
Be the greatest that we can be. We've got power to thrive. Be the champions, make history. Keep the greatness
The world is a stage, and we are the players. There's nothing that we fear, no. There's a drop of greatness in all of us. No one can beat, oh. The power of Niger, yes, so we're taking the lead, oh. And with greatness we are unstoppable.
show the world what it's meant to be. Show them passion and drive. Break the record, make history. We're the greatest alive.
Great defensive tackle. Now there's no telling with these Nigerians. And he makes it to the 18. And he is the... Oh my goodness, what a goal!
trendybeats.com.
No matter the stage, there's a bit of greatness in every man. There's power to rise. There's power to conquer. There's power inside. There's a gift of power in every man.
Be the greatest that we can be. We've got power to thrive. Be the champions.
First of all, we have to thank God for the maximum 3 points. That is the most important thing. But today, to be sincere, it was a very difficult game. The reason why I say it's difficult is it's a match that we dominate throughout the duration of the 90 minutes. We were given losing chances. We didn't take our chances. It was working at the tail end of
How much do you want to do? Go the extra mile to ensure you get the latest when it comes to Nigeria Professional Football League. I'm talking about some interesting moments from some of the matches that went down last night. Let's just take you through the result of the matches, how it all panned out in different centers across Nigeria, with some scintillating results recorded by the major gladiators. We have the Academy Warriors losing to Ben Insurance by Lonko. Kobe United recorded the 2-1 victory over Shooting Stars. Kwara United beat Akwa United 2-1. Nasarawa United lost to Plateau United by 2-1. Remo Stars recorded the 1-0 win over Yimba, and also in Group B, it was Abia Warriors 1, Niger Tornadoes 0. Bayelsa United 1, Doma United 1. Enugu Rangers 1, Dakada 0. Lobby Stars 1, Sunshine Stars 0. Rivers United 2, Wiki Tories 0. Those are the results. Let's take a look at the table. How the table looks like now in Group A and B of Nigeria Professional Football League. You are already Benjamin Insurance topping the table with 15 points, followed by Remo Stars with 12 points. Eyimba is third right there, and also the bottom two. That's what we say. You have Academy Warriors right there struggling at the lower side of the table right there, and Nasarawa United. That's where it is. That's the way it is right now. And let's go to Group B. You have also take a look at the table in Group B. You have it right there. Rivers United is topping. Following them is Lobby Stars, and Abia Warriors is third on the log. Then the bottom two, you have Dakada struggling it out right there, and also another team battling to survive, also joining them in the Nigeria Professional Football League, as major gladiators are battling it out with each other. Right, that's the way the table looks right now in the Nigeria Professional Football League, as the club side are battling it out with each other. I'm moving away from the